I assume that's the golden dagger. The man looks to be a battle-scarred veteran of many a war. He's busy polishing a blade, but you see him glancing at you. Alright, shitter, give me the knife. You explain your interest in the dagger to the clerk, and he scoffs. That man is a crook, and he'll get no favors from me. The dagger is as magical as my left boot. But you can help me. I fancy the rusted blade barmaid, but I have no courage to say so. Go, speak with her. Tell her my feelings. Do this for me, and you shall have the blasted dagger. He's afraid to talk to women, chat. Can you imagine being afraid to talk to girls? Talking to girls is like one of the most fun things to do. It's up there with talking to boys. Alright, barmaid. You relay the weapon shop owner's interest in the beautiful lady, and her cheeks blush a bright pink. She says, I fancy him too, but I could never be with him without a blessing. I can't leave the inn for hours still. Can you talk to the monk for me and get his favor so I may see my love tonight? Good God, that's progressing quickly. Girls are scary though? Nah, girls are fun. Alright, Pope. Why did I try to take the priest? You explain the barmaid's request and ask the monk for his blessing. He says, it's about time with those two. Alas, I lent the charm to a soldier. Find him and return it to me so that I may bless it. Oh my God, they're just making me go everywhere. I'm glad that I explored before I actually did anything progression related. You ask for the charm and the guard nods, frowns, and looks through you. Indeed, it is lucky, but perhaps it is not. My troop was sent to patrol in the Torlin Forest. I returned alone, in sorrow for some days. I do not feel so lucky, Fenling. A certain card-playing scoundrel took my war medal. Get it back for me and I'll give up my charm. He said he returns to his watch. Chat, the game is making me do busy work. I'd rather be like getting scared and fucking Eli, I played Phasmophobia. Shit, dude. I did the tutorial, and the tutorial was like, yeah, okay, this is fine. I think I can do an actual mission now. I was not prepared. I was not prepared. More padding than teenage prom night, oh my God. I only play for money, Fenlin. If you don't have a coin, then be off. I do have a silver. Ah, there's some coin then. Join me, little Fenling. Best me in a fair match, and I'll have a prize for you. The game is high and low. So simple, even a Fenling can learn it. All you do is pick high or pick low. To win, you must guess correctly, and the next card in the deck is higher or lower than the card you see now. If you pick low and your card is lower than the one on the table, then you win. If your card is higher, then you lose. Win 5 hands in a row, and I'll give you a genuine shiny war medal. Chat. Something tells me I'm gonna be whining a lot playing this one. Let's quit yammering and play. Okay, so I'm curious if they have a Joker in the deck. Because with a 7, we have a 50-50 chance of winning this. If there's a Joker, we want to go low, or we want to go high, though. Assuming Joker is high. And aces are low. I'm going to assume ace is low. At least we can save scum. Yeah, let's just go low. Almost had you. High. Almost had you. Low. No dice! Okay, he took our coin. My assumption is that I can just go back to the fountain and get another one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat, we're broke. Hey, buddy. Another game? I could play all day. Oh, we can just keep playing. Okay. It's a 1. I think we want to go high. I think we want to go high. I think we want to go low. I think we want to go high. I think we want to go high. Fuck. We were robbed. We were robbed. We're not offering him our nude fairy friend. She's ours. Yeah, okay, so this is just like busy work here. This isn't anything too crazy. There we go. Well, dang, you're just too lucky. Take this medal and get out of here. And then he stabs us anyways because we're a halfling. Just like the mini games in Might and Magic 9. Oh god. Speak not its name. Alright, dude, we got your medal. You hand over the war medal to the guard. He inspects it and hands you the charm. I hope you fare better with it than I, he says with a somber tone as he resumes his duty. Alright, luck charm. He's blessed with good fortune. The gem is a lovely deep blue. At least the game is snappy. Luck charm. The monk takes the charm, whispers some words, and returns it to you. Whoever holds this charm will be blessed. May you be at peace, Fenling. Blessed charm. The barmaid smiles widely as you hand over the charm. You did it! Give this to my love and tell him to meet me. A hairpin. Thank you. She kisses your cheek, then quickly returns to her work, leaving your heart fluttering. Eat the charm. I'm not eating the charm. Good God. The gold hairpin that belongs to the barmaid is a gift for the weapon shop owner. Here you go, friendo. The clerk's face erupts into a smile as he recognizes the hairpin. He shouts, "She does love me!" He reaches over the counter and lifts you into an uncomfortable, tight hug. Bless you, he says, delivering a kiss on your nose. He lowers you down and hands over the dagger. Take this. You earned it, and my thanks. You grab the dagger, smiling thinly. Wiping your face, you reflect that these two are perfect for each other, with their love for excessive displays of affection. I mean, you die from the hug. You pick up the... Wait a minute, I have to know. Can we kill ourselves with the dagger? You thrust the dagger into your chest. Red blood begins to flow. Your death will not save Cal Torlin. The fiends will surely triumph now. Just imagine being that shopkeeper, though. This halfling goes running around town to do all of the things for you. You give him the dagger and he just immediately stabs himself in the chest with it. Oh, I love these games so much. Oh, here you go. Excellent! Thank you for getting me this fine object. I'm glad to have it back. However, this is a shop. If you're interested, I will part with this dagger for 1 gold coin. It's a steal at that price. Now let me see your emblem. Yes, it's authentic. Take this note to the barkeep and show him, and show no one else, or you risk your life. Okay, so if we need that dagger, which I'm sure at some point we will, we can have a gold coin. So this is reminding me of King's Quest 6, I think it is, that has the pawn shop in it where you have to come in and swap items back and forth throughout the game. The barkeep reads the note. Ye be telling the truth. Our king lives. Go to the smithy and repeat to him. Prevail quickly, Fenling. Take this key and go. Okay. Use key. On door. Open door. The door opens. Yay. Hello, Smithy. Speak. Remembering the innkeeper's words, you say prevail. The blacksmith face changes to a wide grin and he says, I knew it. Hurry to the back. His massive arm nearly rips the door off its hinges as he beckons you into the room. Out the back, through the cave, you'll find an entrance among the rocks. If you get stuck, use the map for help. Now go. What is this map you speak of? You walk past the mountain, doubling as a blacksmith, and into a small back room. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind you. Voices you don't recognize shout orders at the blacksmith to open the door. It sounds like the royal guard is looking for you. You hear keys fumble at the lock and drop as the blacksmith curses his clumsy hands. He's buying you time to escape. Yeah, but what's this? Simple slide latch is locking the trapdoor in place. Can I just go out the window? A lovely view of a large mountain on the horizon. Looking down, you see it's quite a drop to the ground below. Let me do it. Let me do it, game. Move, window. You throw yourself out of the window in a graceful swan dive. Unfortunately, gravity was less cooperative than you'd hoped, and your descent and impact with the ground proved quite lethal. I have to. If the game's giving me the opportunity to off myself, I have to take it. Okay, is this something? No. Alright. Open the trapdoor. It's being held firmly in place by the latch. Oh my god. Just use the latch. Open the door. Down we go. The heavy wooden trapdoor was slammed shut when you left. You cannot lift it open. Halfling die. Yeah, exactly! And just like impacting on the ground here and splattering into the landscape. What is this? A torn parchment. It's part of a map. Give. We pick it up and examine it. You realize it's a piece of a map of the kingdom and surrounding lands. It's not complete, but it may prove useful, so you decide to hold on to it. Does that give me... I don't know what that really actually did for me. Oh, we have a map button. Oh, we have a map button. Interesting. Okay, so here's town. So I assume I'm like down here. As you exit the cave, you see a makeshift camp flying the banner of Lord Jer built along the outskirts of the city wall. So Jer was the protagonist of the first game. From the size of the camp, you guess Jer must have over 50,000 troops ready to lay siege to Gwenthal. You must hurry. Let's go see Jer. Oh, the background. A soldier wearing the uniform of the Westland Forces suddenly jumps from the underbrush and grabs your collar. He calls out, "'Tis all right, Captain. Just caught me another spy." A voice with a thick accent replies, "Aye, bring him along." Before you can correct their mistake, you're clubbed unconscious. You wake up just in time to be beheaded. Video games. Hidden entry. A large stone slab sits loosely on the wall. This appears to be a dead end, but the elaborate stonework here surely hides some kind of entrance. Well, I can't really do anything with it. Am I supposed to just, like, rush through here? Or... no, it's just immediate death. Okay. I see what you're doing, BG Noise. I see what you're doing. I do. I do. The wooden trapdoor is closed. Foul-smelling stagnant puddle of water. Okay, so we have a dead end and death. Looks like it's the back door for us. Let's avoid any conflict as we sneak into the castle. Okay, so then apparently this is something. You don't have a good feeling about the strange markings on the ground. Oh, we're gonna die.
Already dead.
You rap your knuckles on the heavy stone. Impressed with the sturdiness of the slabs, force will not open this door. Okay. Can I use this? Yup. You hear the cranking sound of machinery. Suddenly, several spikes explode upward from beneath you. Your body is pierced in multiple places. You do not survive. Okay. Alright, alright. So I'm supposed to hit these in like a certain order? Hey, Cherry, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Everybody should go follow Jerry. They're a sweetheart. They play good games. And Contra. We don't talk about Contra, but highly recommended. Okay, so, I mean, this is obviously a combination lock, but we have no idea what the combination could be, I don't think. Ah, yes we do. That's sneaky. No. Alright, let's see if this gets us killed. Genius. Genius! The center stone slides backwards as the cranking sound of machinery rises to your left. The large doors slide apart before grinding to a halt. The way is now open. Puzzles in my video games? More likely than you think. Alright, is it gonna kill me? Good God, big brain ghost in stereo. An old rusted iron lever protrudes from the wall. You wonder what it does. Let's find out. You grasp the lever and pull down hard. It grudgingly moves and then gets stuck. You hear machinery creaking to life as the stone door slides open. It's stuck and it won't go back up. All right. I was expecting it to, you know, drop the floor or something. You exit the secret passage and step foot into the splendor of the lower level of Castle Gwenthel. In fact, you remember being dragged through this very corridor on your way to the dungeons. The king's words ring in your ears. Fiends have usurped the throne. Find the scroll of disenchantment. Collect the royal seal from my hidden chamber. You hear the shuffling of armored guards down the hall. You decide to keep a low profile. So if I recall correctly, he said that the scroll we're looking for was in like one of the towers, like the stairs. You have 116,000 in coins to redeem. Jesus Christ. Yes, Celt. Yes, we do in fact need something from the stairs. I need to get some more expensive redeems on this channel that are like meme bullshit for y'all to troll me with. I don't know. Make something that's like 100,000 that just makes me end my stream. Breakfast time. Hell yeah, I hope your breakfast is delicious. Did you hear about the coffee that filed a police report? It got mugged. Can you exchange them for US currency? Yes. Every 100,000 points is $1 US. A guest book from visiting nobles and diplomats sits atop a luxurious desk. There have been no visitors for months. Seizing the opportunity, you write Del Thornborough on the page in big letters. Very big letters. Opulent, cool, and inkwell. You know what, Brendan? I will literally add a redeem that's 100,000 points, and I will PayPal you $1. Okay, this looks promising. All right, here we go. Here we go. Looking closely, you see a stone loosely set into the wall. Open it. It did not open. Hit the stone. No. Use the stone. Too heavy to move with your bare hands. You'll need a tool to pry it out. Okay, so this is...
Sit back, relax, and free yourself from the bonds of our planet as we take off for the stars. Star planet as we stars.
That cursed redeem. 1 million point redeem that does nothing. I always see those on other channels where they've got like the ridiculously expensive redeem and they never tell you what it is. And I'm always like, I wonder what they would do if somebody actually redeem it. $1 in a frozen account knowing PayPal. Yeah, it could end terribly. Okay, this castle is no joke. I think I'm gonna backtrack and we'll explore some other stuff. I wanna get like the ground floor here explored. Them having a map is so freaking great. Decorative suits of Grenthal Knight's armor line the grand hall. You look warily, wondering, should you walk too close, would its halberd come chasing down upon you? And the large double doors are made of stout oak and held in place by large iron hinges. They are shut tight and impenetrable. Can we open them? Nope. No, we can't. At least not yet. I have to say, I like this game's music, too. It's quite good. The book and quill for dropping you down a pit. No, that's the first game that does that. Its mechanism is a castle gate control. Only the final castles in the land can afford it. Can we use it? You pull the lever back, and sounds of grinding metal resonate through the hall as the gates open behind you. Oh. Alright, we can just come and go from the front gate, and apparently the guards are just, you know, elsewhere. I'm gonna save before we go into the kitchen because I fully expect the cook is going to murder us. The fork and cleaver implies it's a kitchen. The door is locked. Damn it. Jailer's keys? No. I wonder if this is the jail right here. Heavy wooden bar across to prevent dungeon. Yeah, this is totally the jail right here. The only reason I say that is because they'd mentioned when we tried to leave that the door was barred on the other side. They're at lunch. Wouldn't that be novel? Alright, you put both hands on the edge of the wooden plank securing the dungeon door, plant your feet, and push hard. Surprisingly, the plank slides away easily. Oh, lighter than it looks. Or I'm stronger, you say, pleased with your work. Okay, we have to go down there and see if that Minotaur is about. I have to see if it'll kill me. Minotaur friend? No. I do know that all of the cells are locked. With a shudder you imagine the jailer would like to do to you after he wakes up, you decide against returning to the cell. It's a shame we can't look in and see if he's like cooked in there. Where'd the Minotaur go? Also, I appreciate that they've locked this door, or like barred it, I should say. It appears that your recent escape revealed a hole in the castle's defenses. The guards have sealed this particular door shut. Okay, so that's actually a really impressive touch right here. So when we go up these stairs, the point of view is as we're ascending them. But when we go down them, the point of view is us descending them. So they did 2 pieces of art for this stairwell right here. That is maximum effort. I wonder if they did the same with this one. No, see, they didn't do that here. Ooh, probably because this is here, but still. Maybe if you're nice to the beefy Minotaur, things might go well. I mean, you know, it would be nice, but something tells me he's probably going to eat me alive or something. Lazy dorks. All right. Yeah, just 4 entrances off of this room. The plaque reads, the Great Tower of Castle Gwynthel. And we go in, firmly locked. All right, left. Hello, random guard. I'm not going to talk to you because I fear you. The plaque reads, Treasury. You rub your hands together and smile widely, imagining the spoils contained therein. Unlike the wooden doors found in the rest of the castle, this steel door is clearly meant to keep everyone out. It should be no surprise that it is securely locked. Alright, let's pester the guard. The frown on the guard's face tells you he's been having a day. What's up, buddy? The guard looks at you and says, do you have the wine? He'll be expecting it. Okay, so that's a reason to get into the kitchen then, I assume. We open the door. We have a livery. Give me this. This is the livery of a wasteland servant. You can tell because it has the crest of the High Lord Jer upon its front. I was gonna say that's weird that it would be here. You find it strange that it's in this castle. Looking it over closely, you notice the pocket is clasped, and we open it. You'll realize we'll have to take it first. Good God. Open it. You unclasp the uniform pocket, reach in and take out a gold coin. It's your lucky day. You start thinking of what you'll buy with your gold loot. You remember the curio shop owner was looking to trade. You realize you have no use for the uniform, so you discard it. All right, so I mean, we could get the gold dagger back, but I don't know what we would use that for. A handsome specimen of royal stag with long branched antlers is mounted on the wall. It's a bookshelf with tomes of proper etiquette. Oddly, there's a book of recipes as well. Can we take that? The cookbook is now in hand. Can we open that? Wondering if the king has a favorite recipe, you open the cookbook and find a key inside. With no more use for the book, you discard it. Okay. All right, fine. I do like that they let us, like, actually dump things that we don't need anymore. So our inventory is actually pretty maintained, I guess. Use dagger on guard. It's a good idea. It really is. As you step into the hallway, you see a gaunt figure approaching. A raspy voice calls out to you. Ugh, I didn't know they allowed your kind in my castle. If you must sully the halls, then know your place and show deference. Bow your head to the royal chancellor and address me as Sir Belazar, or halfling, or I'll have you reprimanded at once. You slowly bow your head and through gritted teeth utter, Yes, Sir Belazar, as the man walks past you down the hall. You lift your head and wonder if there's something in the water suddenly that turns people here into raging jerks. Okay, doors are all open. Trade room. An iron panel secures the foot of the bed. You see a small hole at the center of the panel. You know a lock when you see one. Okay. Small chest bears the same design as the frame holding the stained glass image. The chest is locked. An elaborate stained glass image is affixed to the wall. It looks decorative as no light shines through from behind. The portrait of a stunning woman is secured on the wall. Her soft features and burning eyes momentarily mesmerize you. The gaudy portrait of an obese man. The inscription reads, Owen Lanath, me. You recognize him as the portly man who dashed by you earlier in Gwenthal. Okay. We've not run into anything like Uninvited's Ruby. This game, if I come into the options, there's a time pressure thing that I have set to infinite. I assume that this is, like, the time pressure is like during encounters when the screen starts flashing red, more so than us having to worry about torches and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that there's no real terrible, like, lurking doom here. The large fireplace is built into the wall of this chamber. Alright, let's see what we have here. Trade office. Outlined as a vague plan to defend the city against an all-out attack on its walls. There's a hastily scribbled note written on the bottom of the page. Owen, Jer's advisors did not believe the story of the king's kidnapping. That is why he has come with his army. When he discovers the king, he will surely seek vengeance. You must act quickly to dispose of the prince and pin it on him. Use the Mandragora from Veldar, then execute the king. I have fled. If you fail, I suggest you do the same. Jalik. We're taking that. Can I not? I can't take it, apparently? Okay. The title of the closed book is A Chronicle in the History of Calporlin. You notice one page has a folded corner as if it belonged, begging to be opened to this page. It contains a passage about Prince Torlin Gwenthal, the founder of Gwenthal. Prince Torlin Gwenthal looked across the battlefield. The barbarians had been defeated, but at a high price. With a glimmer of a tear, the prince turned his head towards the setting sun and raised his right arm to salute the fallen. He stood there silently paying homage to those whose sacrifice opened the path to victory. Okay. The map of the lands around Gwenthal. Markers of the map show that the city is surrounded by hostile forces. You notice it's suspiciously only loosely attached to the wall. Can I take it? You easily take the map off the wall and set it aside. Give me that. You take the key from the hidden hole in the wall. Hey, Destructo, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Get that stretch in for you. Okay. Amazing. I'm awake, officially. So I'm immediately going to try the key on both of the things in here. Alright. Oh, it was just that one. Alright, a hidden compartment. I don't know what that is. I mean, it's a book, but give. Secret book. You reach into the compartment and take the book. You're excessively curious about its contents. You begin reading the sloppy handwriting. Veldar says King Aran's embargo on Kelzethan will be my death. This foolish embargo allows the Westland trading house of Quiset to capture Veldar's customers and diminish their strength. If I don't stop the king, the House of Veldar will expose the exclusive trade contracts I gave in exchange for my properties. Excuse me. You skip ahead a few pages. I've been haunted by a dream in which a shadowy figure tells me how to solve all my problems and silence the king. The figure revealing the warden's secrets which I discovered were true, and blackmailing him was easy. I hired bandits and convinced the warden to install a special jailer. We attack when the king travels south. But I can't shake the feeling of being manipulated, that my thoughts are not my own. The final entry reads, I awaken in a cold sweat every night, fearing capture. Elrith is less stupid than I thought. Maybe he suspects something. This proves Owen and Veldar are traitors. Surely there's something in this castle you could show this evidence to. But not just anyone. You don't know who you can trust. You tuck the evidence away for safekeeping until the time is right. Alright, it's your diary, you'll die bored. No, Hila, I don't want to read about all of your experiments. Yeah, you would think that, drunk bot. You really would. That you could just save scum and show it to everyone. Hello, guard. I have this. You show the evidence to the guard and he responds curly. I am on duty. Thenling, I have no time to read. Be gone. Alright. I mean, that's all we have is just the guard. Into the kitchen. brown burlap sack has the word flour written on it. A slice of garlic rum cheese. It tastes as good as it smells. Offensive. Oh. Freshly baked bread. A serving tray made of pure elven silver. The metal is known for its legendary ability to reflect any incident light. Wait, what? Okay. I mean, I'm taking that. I was gonna say garlic rum cheese sounds delicious. As you lift the silver tray, the light reflects off the metal in a dazzling display of colors. Fuck it, I'm taking all of this. It's mine now. Can I take the flour? No. What's this? The damage on this spoon, it implies, is seen use as a tool and not for cooking. It's surprisingly hard. Yoink. It's an invoice from the tavern. Bottle of the King's Wine X1. The number of zeros on the bill is astounding. It looks like the bill has been paid in full and the wine is ready to be picked up. Give me that. Let's go get that wine. Incandescent is probably, I think, what they meant, yeah. If I had to guess. I'm back. You hand the invoice to the barkeep, curious about what kind of glorious bottle will hold wine fit for a king. Here you go, he says, handing you a most unremarkable and basic-looking wine bottle. He leans closer and whispers, I don't know how you got to be fetching the king's wine, but good job getting in the castle. Rescue our king. Okay. Wait a minute. Can I pry this open with the spoon? Yup. You jam the spoon into the crevasse and slowly wiggle the stone free. It drops to the floor with a loud crash. A hidden space is revealed. Give me that. You take the scroll. Can we look at it? You gently read the scroll, open the scroll, and begin reading. The royal seal is proof of sovereignty, and only a king may bestow it on another. With the Shimmering King as witness, one king shall say this spell of disenchantment to the other. Tar Gwynthal. You realize it's a magical word of power. You have, in fact, been given some sort of magic. You have learned the spell, Tar Gwynthal. We have our first spell. Holy shit. Alright. I needed the spoon to haunt the eternal evil guy and hit him to death. Sorry. You give the king his wine in his cell. Now the wine is for getting past this guy. The guard looks at the wine and speaks. The prince is not here, but you can leave it inside. Be quick about it and close the door on your way out. I'm taking my leave. He stands aside and allows you to pass. What do we got? A lantern sitting. Can I take the lantern? Yes, I can. Great black dragon soars over a red background on this richly woven tapestry. You notice it's swaying gently. Yeah, I can see that there's something behind it. Use the tapestry? There's clearly something behind it. Move the tapestry. Your feet will not take you there. Hit the tapestry? Burn the tapestry. Eat the tapestry. We can't eat the tapestry. We don't have an eat option, chat. Oh, let's see. What is this? The fabric is woven beautifully into a scene depicting the sun setting over a battlefield. We're just doing all the things. Okay, the tapestry has defeated us. Yes, we've tried opening the tapestry. It doesn't do anything. It just says we can't open it. The regal yet unassuming decoration of the king's chamber create a cozy atmosphere. Can we actually open the drawer here? Oh, you pull the drawer open and a single item looks unusual among the expensive pieces of jewelry. Okay. Oh, it's the Mandragora. You reach into the drawer and grasp the wrapped item. Suddenly it begins shrieking. We're gonna die. You've earned the ire of a Mandragora. In a few moments, its screams will drive the soul from your body. You must dispose of it quickly. Mandragora into the fireplace? Wanting nothing to do with the creature, you throw it straight into the fireplace. Oh, see, we couldn't move the tapestry. We had to burn it, but with Mandragora fire. Clearly. I don't know. The Mandragora howls as flames crawl over its body. Embers from its flailing limbs ignite the wall tapestry, which burns as quickly as the vile Mandragora. In moments, the tapestry is no more, and a magnificent suit of armor is revealed. The luck I have, you say gratefully. Death by Mandragora is no way to go. These monsters wanted the prince to suffer, you say as their resolve renews. Alright, so what is this? A majestic set of armor stands against the wall. You notice the helmet and gauntlets are loose as if they were recently moved. An inscription on the armor reads, Torlin Gwynthal. I don't suppose. Eh? The spell did not work. Ooh, nifty little hand animation there for the casting. My cat is watching. I have to impress her now. That's a lot of pressure, Val. Give Artemis some tummy rubs and a good scritching, and tell her that she is the best kitty ever. And she needs to live forever and be healthy and happy and be full of bees. I'm a bear! Good God. Good God. So the video tube is set to ghost because I did that collab with Depths. So it's ghost instead of the bear. One moment, I can change that. I knew I was forgetting something. There. Now it will be bear going forward. Okay. Can I open the statue? It will not open. Can I take the statue? No. There we go. I'm a bear. Rawr. Hit the statue. Move the statue. Look at the statue. Use the statue. Oh. I'm a genius. With a loud grinding noise, the wall slides open. I don't know where we were supposed to figure that out, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say esports. Ah yes, the sitting room. It's a painting of King Leon, one of the majestic line of Gwynthal rulers. While marveling at the detail, you hear a faint whispering coming from behind the painting. Can I move it? Can I open it? Can I use it? You take the painting from the wall, revealing a small hole. Stepping on the chair, you place your eye against it. Belazar stands quietly in the middle of the room, slowly raising his arms and beginning to chant. Before your very eyes, Belazar transforms into a hideous lizard-like creature. You feel cold air pouring in from the room beyond. The mirror ripples as a shape begins to form. The lizard man stops chanting and speaks. Master, there have been setbacks, but all is as planned. The druid has left your tomb unguarded. Yes, master, he is here in this castle's tower. No, the pawns are of no further use. I leave now. There is much ground to cover. The Torlin Forest across the Barren and over Gatekeeping Mountain. I will retrieve your staff before the autumnal equinox and usher you back into the world. You gasp and pull your head back from the wall. The equinox is tomorrow. You have to follow him. The king, you whisper. I've got to find the royal seal and convince the prince to search the dungeon below. Your wisp companion chimes in. After we rescue King Arand, we have to follow that fiend into Torlin Forest. It's a painting of a lovely woman with flowing brown hair and a piercing gaze. You see an unusual bump on the bottom of the canvas. Use it. You're curious about the bump, and gripping the sides, you lift the painting off the wall. You hear something sliding inside the painting as you place it on the ground. You turn the painting over and look at the back. I mean, that's obviously something. There's a faint outline under the back of the canvas. It looks like a thin circle attached to a shaft. It's clearly a key game. Open the painting? No. If I had to guess, I'd probably have to go back, trade the gold coin for the knife, come back with the knife so that I can cut it open. Portrait of the late Queen Mother. She was a warm and giving person. Alright, where does this take me? The door is blocking your path and it is locked and too strong to break through. Okay, let's go back and get the dagger, I guess. Belly rubs have been administered. Thank you, Val. I appreciate it. I hope Artemis is appreciative. She's a good girl. I'm not using the cheese. The cheese is with us for the rest of the game. Let's see. He takes your gold coin and says, thank you. Remember, you're getting a bargain for your trouble.
Cheese for everyone! Cheese
Delicious cheese.
For everyone!
I could go for like some like smoked cheddar or something right about now. That would be delicious.
Cheese for everyone!
You drag the dagger along the back of the painting. Your destructive crusade against art reveals a key. Yoink. The king's key. So can I unlock this door with it? I can. The key fits perfectly in the lock. With a quick turn, you unlock the door. Have some pepperjack. Hell yeah. Pepperjack is great. I like Gouda as well, admittedly. I mean, like, honestly, the only kind of cheese...
For everyone!
The only kind of cheese that I'm immediately, like, repulsed by is actually blue cheese. I cannot stand blue cheese. As you enter the room, an updraft of wind playfully tussles your hair. There must be stairs in front of you. You can see nothing except for a glint of metal above your head. I need light, you think to yourself. I'm gonna save and we're gonna try and take the stairs without light and see if it kills me. Despite knowing the danger of walking in the dark, you take a step forward. You immediately lose your footing and tumble down the stairs, breaking several bones, particularly in your neck. You die slowly in a broken heap in the darkness. Smoked mozzarella is the superior. Smoked mozzarella is so fucking good. So fucking good. Blue cheese, my problem with blue cheese, I mean, I know a lot of people get squicked out because it's like moldy cheese. For me, it just tastes like dirt. Like, I don't know, it does nothing for me. Alright, getting on your tiptoes, you hang the lantern on the hook. Now that the stairs are lit, you feel safe climbing them. Wait a minute, go back. These are stairs down, but we click it and we go up. Video games. You had a huge desire to eat blue cheese with butter on a baguette. No idea why. I mean, fair enough. You gaze into the elaborately detailed mirror. An unusual shimmer distorts the reflection in your face. This antechamber is a quiet place for a ruler to relax when not holding court. Do we use the silver tray here? No. Okay. Do I cast my spell here? You chant, oh, we do. You chant the magic words Tar Gwenthal. The face in the mirror begins to shimmer and melt away, revealing a hidden compartment. A golden object is hidden within. This must be the royal seal King Aran spoke of. I did not mean to leave. Go back. Take seal. Just like Aran said, this will prove that the king is alive. This thing isn't so great, you mumble as you look it over, trying to see what the fuss is all about. I don't want to use it on anything. What's that, though? With the face of the mirror gone and the compartment empty, you see a small button at the bottom of the altar. Oh yeah, you better believe we're pressing that. Oh, just opens the door. Oh! Ha ha! As you enter the throne room, your wisp friend appears to give you advice. Tee-hee, you stand before royalty, Del. Act quickly and mind your obnoxious tongue, for you must prove the king lives. Should you dally or misstep, it will be certain death. You can evade traps and monsters, but can you lead men? Do not approach unless you carry ample evidence of the traitor who incarcerated his king within the dungeon below. Finally, something interesting to watch. Ooh! That's unpleasant. And I mean, I think we're gonna be fine. I think I know what I have to do here. But I am going to AFK really quickly for bio and to grab some more water. So I will be back in like 2 minutes. I'm a bear! Okay, we are back. Welcome in, Silvernail. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing alright. Always glad to have you about. Also, Poil, good to see you as well. Thank you for the welcome back, Michi. Very much appreciated. Alright, so first things first, Royal Seal. You'll have to approach the throne. Oh my god. Approach the throne. A look of surprise appears on the face of the man sitting on the throne. He resembles the king who is imprisoned in the dungeon. This must be Prince Elrith. His eyes lock onto yours as he inspects you cautiously. He speaks firmly. What is the meaning of this intrusion? Royal Seal. Sensing the prince's impatience, you quickly produce the Royal Seal. He gasps at the sight of the relic. By the One, he shouts. How did you come to hold the seal? Only my brother knew where this was hidden. The king must live. Explain yourself. What is the meaning of this? He finishes, staring at you with no thought of hiding his anticipation. You know you have but a moment to make a compelling argument. Words alone will not help you convince the prince. Evidence. In a rare show of humility, you bow your head and hand the trade minister's book to the expectant prince. He thumbs through the book quickly, his eyes growing wider with each turning page, his face painted with righteous fury. The prince shouts, Guards, seize Oven at once and take him alive. I want him at my feet now. Also, I love that he has this medal on his breastplate, I guess. This is the thing you needed at like the very end of Shadowgate to make that staff. Is this related to Shadowgate on the NES? Yes, it is, Silvernail. Yes, it is. This is Beyond Shadowgate, which is a fan-made sequel to the NES game. His face calms and he smiles gently at you. Come, Fenling, you spoke with my brother. Please, bring me to him. Okay. To the basement. The king is in the dungeon. Yeah, that's where I was going. The Minotaur you knocked out during your escape leaps in front of you, blocking your path. He clearly remembers you and has an axe to grind. The monster raises his weapon and prepares to bury the blade in your head. Foul beast! Shouts the prince as members of the Royal Guard fire arrows into the Minotaur's chest. That beast was surely part of the conspiracy to imprison the king. I trust you are all right, Master Fenling. Now, to the king. Oh yeah, that's right, we have the... So that's why it let me keep the jailer's keys. After fumbling with the keys for an embarrassing amount of time, you're relieved to hear the lock slide open. You've heard of the great king of Aron, son of mana blah blah blah, yada yada yada, sending you to aid during the mega drought. You're astonished to find him chained. Yes, we've already seen this. Evil is afoot. Yes, we want to talk to him. Fenling and Elrith, blessed be the one, the king shouts as he looks at you. My friend, who locked me in this cell? You quickly explain the facts. Oven and Veldar, scoundrels. Release me, brother. There is much to do, the king exclaims. With that, the toll of your effort overwhelms you, you become faint as your vision dims, and you collapse to the floor. Alright. You blink your eyes and try to focus on your surroundings, recovering your wits enough to recognize the throne room. The rescued king sits upon his throne with his brother at his right hand. The king smiles at you. My friend, you have succeeded beyond my wildest hopes. Take this reward for thy courage and ingenuity. Oh, treasury key. This is the key to the royal treasury. There is an item set aside just for you, a small pouch of riches. Do not take this gift lightly. We are trusting you to only take your reward. I shall also bestow upon thee the title of King's Squire. You mumble a thank you, unsure whether this title will require any work from you. The king sees your discomfort and laughs. Fear not, it is but an honorary title. Now, I must speak with Lord Jer to quell all talk of war. Jer's army is withdrawn from the forest and will not return. King Aron motions a servant to show you out, while Prince Elrith says he will personally conduct the search for conspirators. Alright, alright. Let's go loot the treasury. If the game would let me go up the stairs. It should be here. Yes, treasury key. You twist the key in the lock, giddy with excitement about the treasures behind the door. It's just empty. You lean heavily into the door using all of your weight to push it open. Alright, let's look. Let me see what we have: a sword, jewels, a chalice. Standard fare for a treasury, you say to the empty room. It dawns on you that the room is much larger than the pile of gold. Gwenthal must have fallen on hard times. You look at the crown jewels of Gwenthal and wonder how they would fit on your head, but decide against trying them on. These remind you of relics from a bygone era when only the most ultimate of wizards would brave dungeons for treasure. Ah, the golden age of fantastic adventures, you say wistfully. Alright, those are the crown jewels. Alright, we'll just take our bag of baubles. The fancy pouch. What do we got? You open up the fancy pouch and remove the contents. You got an emerald, a sapphire, a pearl. Giving the pouch one last shake, you're happy with your haul, you discard it. Alright. Well, the sapphire is for the crossbow. It's just a bag of dice. It's like a fucking Crown Royale bag in there with us. It's the most halfling thing ever. Save the kingdom, immediately go and buy a weapon. I have a sapphire, give me the crossbow. Thanks, don't point it at your eye, or yourself for that matter, the clerk says in a stern voice. Yoink. The X-bow. This crossbow fires metal-tipped bolts at high velocity. Yeah, so about this. 20 silver coins. What about an emerald? Wait, I have an idea. Can I barter back the gold dagger for the gold coin and trade the gold coin for the... Eh? This isn't of any value to me. Oh. What if I hold you up? No. What about the pearl? No. Emerald? We've been hoodwinked, chat. Look at the treasure you mentioned. Wizards and Dungeons, there's a D4 and a D8. Oh, nice. Good catch. At least I'm not a gnome from Dark Sun. That is very true. Can I give you other gems? No. Silver tray, maybe? No. The pearl? No. Alright. Fine. 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 I didn't want it anyways. Since you rescued King Arand, High Lord Jer has withdrawn his army from Gwenthal. The path to Torlin Forest is open. Tread carefully. We are 95% done with Chapter 3. It did not close. I want to walk game. This is the camp of Lord Jer's army as he prepared to siege on Gwenthal. Barracks tents are all that remain of the force that threatened to raze Gwenthal to the ground. A tragedy I single-handedly averted, you mumble to yourself with a smile. Yeah, but can I, like, get into him? No. Alright, fine. So this is Torlin Forest, you say to yourself, staring at the dark canopy of leaves high above your head. You've heard horrible tales about this forest, and looking at the foreboding trees, you worry the tales may be true. I shouldn't be doing this, you say as you consider the perils of following Belisar. This is insane. I need King Arand. The wisp responds, There's no time, Del, and Belisar will easily detect and eradicate a troop of soldiers, but not you. You can return to the Fens and await your demise, or you can continue. I'll watch all the same. You sigh as anxiety grips your heart. Fine, Wisp. Do I have a choice? You ask. We'll see, it responds. Alright. You read the ornate letters chiseled onto the dwarven gravestone. Magnum Silverforge died 2303 CS. His death showed us some wisps conspire against us, leading us astray lest we try to escape the vile forest. Ooh. Oh god, Navi. No. No Navi, please. Please, mercy. Let's see. This is Tabor Ironstrike. Died 2300 CS. Lost within the endless maze of the magic forest. Starvation took him. Warog Smeltsteel. Died 2301. Creator of the magic lens and discoverer of the hidden wisps within the accursed forest maze. Cantus Firecraft. 2304. Discovered malevolence shows through with the red wisps. Do not trust the red ones. And this is Koltar Foulstone. Follow the wisps within the magic forest. I do not know why I'm having so much trouble reading this. Follow the wisps within the magic forest maze. I assume that's what this is? Oh, well, this is a mine. Alright. Is this the forest? Oh, there's a checkpoint. As you approach the house, a soldier blocks your path. By the look of his armor, he is a Gwynthel guard captain. Stop! These woods be no place for one such as ye. Go back, he says with authority, until you begin protesting. And protesting, and protesting. Finally, his patience breaks and he shouts, Enough! Quit your talking. Tell you what, go to the mine, find my men. Good boys, but lazy. Bring them back and I'll let you pass and I'll be off. Alright, can I go inside? I can. I don't know what this stuff is, but I'm taking it. You run your fingers over the thick fur, appreciating the fine quality of this heavy coat and deciding it would suit you well. After all, no one's likely to miss a coat like this around here, and you never know where you'll end up next. And we get our hands on another lantern.